Having selected and sworn in, the court will take a brief recess before we begin the trial.
Sure. For a second. Cassie, you sure you want to be here? Reba kind of thought she wants to sit this one out.
Believe me, I'd love to.
Don't look so worried, okay? And just because Annie saved the kids, that's not going to outweigh all the bad they did.
Yeah.
Who does?
You know, we didn't tell the D anything. What if she finds out? How can you be sorry?
Okay. I mean, think about who knows. Matt, Hart, Buzz, none of those people, they're not going to talk to Ben Warren. And the other is, even if Alan and Ben did know for sure, they would have to expose Anne, bring that up, so it's not going to happen. You don't have to worry about it.
I hope you're right.
I am right. Relax. Annie's the one on trial, not us.
Excuse me. Listen, don't let Ben rattle you, all right? I've seen defense lawyers a bit now. Annie is toast. I'm sure of it.
But what about your testimony, Frank?
What about it? I'm going to tell the truth. Annie and police are she tried, not to mention stealing her and a story.
That's the part I'm about. The whole. Annie's going to ask Ben to ask you questions about your relationship with Terry, how the two of you got close. I hope you told Elaine, because she could be terribly hurt if she doesn't already know.
Why should I tell my wife about something that never even happened?
The two of you kissed, Frank. You don't think they're going to use that?
Maybe I appreciate your concern, but like I said, nothing happened between Terry and me. It's a non-issue. I'll see you inside.
Hey, what do you even want?
Oh, nothing, honey. Just a little worried about the trial, that's all.
All rise. Court is again in session.
Please be seated. Is the state ready to make its opening arguments?
Yes, Your Honor.
Hungry?
Sure.
Then why do you look like you did when you had that big bag of popcorn and went on the roller coaster?
That was different.
Lizzie, what's going on here? Honey.
Oh, hey, Mom. Look, Susan and her dad are here. Look, Dad, there's Lizzie and her mom. Let's go say hi.
I see, okay.
Hey! Hi, Mrs. Spaulding. Or,
Susan, no, that's okay.
Beth.
Jim?
Hello, Beth. Small world, huh?
Yes, it is.
Can Susan and her dad have lunch with us? I mean, it'd be so much fun. Yeah, this seems like a good spot.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how we'll get another table if we don't sit here. I mean, it's so packed we couldn't even get to the door.
Yes.
If it's okay with you.
Oh, yes, fine.
Sure, we don't want to intrude.
Oh, you're not.
Okay.
Are they, Mommy?
No.
Oh, well, if you insist. Okay.
Who are we talking about that's going to get hurt tonight? What?
Michelle.
Why am I not surprised?
She
What?
wants to take down the Santos family to get her life back, Selena.
Uh-huh.
I owe her, so I told her I would be the contact for her and the FBI, so we would tip them off and she would take down that whole damn family.
Please
So-
tell me that this is one of your bad jokes,
She
all right?
called me with a tip. And then she called me back and she was in a panic and she said to just forget the whole thing, and I told her I couldn't, that I already did it. And she hung up.
Well, so call her back.
I'm afraid to.
Why?
What if Danny and Carmen know about this? She could be risking her life right now. Please, don't go anywhere. I have to talk to you, okay?
I don't like what I'm seeing, Daniel. Not only has Michelle come between you and I, she's trying to distract you from the business. Unacceptable.
Unacceptable to whom, Mother?
I still run this organization.
Don't run me. You got that? Where are you going to get that through that head of yours?
You never spoke to me in this manner.
Well, I am
before
now.
she came along.
Back off. Just leave Michelle alone.
Not when I know she's up to something. And you know it too. Don't you?
Well, if Michelle is up to something, we'll find out soon enough.
What's that supposed to mean?
I set her up, Mother, just like you asked me to prove that you're wrong about her. And it's all going down right now. Michelle's either going to sink or swim, and I'm betting that she swims. Okay.
How are you going to test Michelle?
I told her there's a shipment of illegal goods coming in tonight.
When in fact the contents are completely legal.
Yeah, there's not going to be anything in it that's not supposed to be there.
So if the FBI shows up on a tip, only one person is responsible. Your wife.
Are you satisfied, Mother?
Oh, Daniel. I'm so proud of you. I should have known you'd be wise enough to do what was right. I'm sorry I ever doubted you and your devotion to this family.
Well, you should never have doubted Michelle's devotion. I gotta get to the docks.
Danny.
What?
And if Michelle betrays you and our family, what will you do?
What do you think? I'll do what needs to be done, Mother.
Dietz! Get in here. I need you to do something for me. I want you to call that friend of yours. I want her to call the FBI. Don't look at me that way. I know what I'm doing. I want her to call the FBI, identify herself as Michelle Santos, and say that the family is expecting a contraband tonight at the docks.
Are you sure?
Don't question me. Just do it.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not taking any chances. Michelle is going down whether she's guilty or not.
Look, Drew, if Michelle wants you to cancel this sting, then you do it, and you do it now.
I told you I can't, Selena. They're on their way there. Do you understand that? I got a recording. Okay? It is done.
Damn.
I'm not happy about it either, okay?
Well, then why would you do something like this? Why do you put your nose in other people's business?
You are a fine one to lecture me about the decisions
All right,
I
let's
make.
just stop right now, okay? Because if this is going to be another one of those you're a junkie hooker routine, I'm not interested. I want to hear it. We've been there and done that.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, too. Look, just talk to me, okay?
I wish I could. I wish I could tell you what I'm feeling, Selena, but I don't know what I'm feeling. Part of me is saying Danny and Michelle, yes, now I have my chance with Jesse. It's just a matter of time.
And the other...
I don't know, okay? She's just a kid, you know? She doesn't need to go through this garbage right now. And I know, and she's taking a hit for me, and she has a life I wouldn't wish on anyone. It's just confusing, okay?
Tell me about it.
Tell you about it. You know what I need? I need a mother right now, but I don't have one, do I? She's dead.
I still can't believe that you and your dad showed up at the same time we were here. Yeah, it's like fate or something, isn't it, Dad?
Oh, yeah, it's something like that.
You think so too, don't you, Mom?
Oh, yeah, I think it's fate because I sure can't imagine what else it could be.
Can Susan come to the bathroom with me? The temples were a little bigger than I thought they were. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah, it's a good idea, and that will give Jim and me a chance to talk.
Oh, just chat away.
Ooh. Okay.
You see what's going on here.
Oh, yeah, I think so, yeah.
I bet Susan was so anxious to get here today.
Oh, are you kidding me? She was threatening nutritional homicide by eating chocolate almonds.
Well, Lizzie drank so many Shirley Temples, I thought she was going to turn into a fountain.
Oh, yuck. So your theory on this is?
Well, it's obvious, right?
Well, it's obvious to me that my daughter thinks I can't get a date unless she sets me up on one.
Wait a minute, you planned this? This
No,
getting
Beth, I
together?
didn't plan this. It's just all kind of happened. But what, you think I planned this?
No. I don't know. I don't think that. What I think is that our daughters are trying to play matchmaker, and we're the match they're trying to make. They're trying to set us up.
I think you're right. And I don't think we'll let them get away with it. What do you think?
No, I don't think we should either.
All righty then.
After framing Reva Shane for attempted murder, Annie Dutton escaped from prison and fled the state. Everyone thought her reign of terror was over, but that didn't turn out to be the case. No, soon Annie Dutton returned to the scene of her crimes in the guise of a police officer. How can this be, you ask? Wouldn't someone recognize her infamous face? Well, yes, but not if she had a new one, which, ladies and gentlemen, she did. Annie Dutton stole the identity of police detective Terry DeMarco down to the last detail. And if that weren't enough, Annie, as Terry, went on to rack up felony after felony. She obstructed justice, committed forgery, fraud, grand larceny. She tampered with police evidence. Evidence that included a mind-altering drug which she stole from underneath the nose of her partner, Frank Cooper, which she then used on Josh Lewis with the intent of making him fall in love with her. Now, all of this payback in her unending vendetta against Reva Shane. Now, our minds barely comprehend the magnitude of Annie's criminal machinations, but they don't stop there. The state will prove that, among other things, Annie Dutton stole a corpse, explosives, and altered DNA evidence to cover up her crimes. She was party to a kidnapping of a comatose police detective, the real Terry DeMarco, and shipping her across state lines. Now, I can assure you that by the end of this trial, you will agree that the only place short of hell that Annie Dutton belongs is in prison, which she can't escape from this time.
Well, Ben, the DA has just placed me on the dark side of the showtime.
Yes. Oh, good. Thank you.
Mr. Warren, opening arguments?
Your Honor, a colleague of mine who was delayed at the airport just arrived. I'd like a minute to confer with him before I get to the jury.
All right, make it quick.
Thank you.
Mr. Carter.
It's great seeing you. I'm glad you made it.
Oh, my God. They have Johnny Cochran on their team.
Order! Order! We'll have order or I'll place every one of you in contempt.
I just got here, Your Honor.
Mr. Cochran, we'll have no grandstanding in here today.
Your reputation is well known and deserved.
As is yours. Court will recess for 5 minutes while Mr. Warren confers with his colleague.
All rise.
Cochran, this is just perfect, isn't it?
Oh, come on. He's just another lawyer. I mean, this jury isn't going to pay any to his grandstanding.
Reva, he is not just another lawyer, and even if he's here just for consultation, you're up against heavy artillery.
Thank you for coming.
No problem, Ben. From what you said on the phone, I wouldn't miss this for anything in the world. Did you say a human clone?
Well, nobody's saying it yet, but that's my ace in the hole.
I like and I could still barely believe my ears. You got a gig on TV, right?
Well, yes.
As long as it's not mine.
Yeah.
The more the merrier.
I know, but I've got bigger things going here, Johnny, much is why I appreciate you.
Okay, what's your strategy, Counselor?
Well, my plan plan is to introduce the clone issue as soon as prosecution lasts.
No, wrong. No way. Listen, where'd you get that crazy idea?
Well, I want to discredit the Lewises, you know, just like you said.
Ben, this is your trump card. You don't play it in the first inning. Let the prosecution make their play. Let them make the mistakes. And then, if you need it, you got it.
Yeah, but it's 100 to 1 shot, John.
Been there, done that.
Yeah.
I'm wearing the T-shirt. You know, from the files you sent me. This phone business is serious, and if the chips fall the wrong way, your client is facing attempted murder or even shame. It's a tricky card.
Yeah, but don't you think it's a risk I have to take?
No, there's a better way.
Well, okay. I'm listening.
You need to get the Lewises, you know, on the defensive. You know, put them in a position where you make the call. And I know just how to do it.